All right, all right, all right. Welcome, traders. Welcome to another live stream. In this session, I'm going to be going over some of the main indices, silver and gold, and those markets to see what's coming next in these markets. So that's what we're going to be covering in today's session. Getting you ready for the week ahead. Getting you ready for the week ahead. Now, let me just make sure that this is all working properly. It is. Alrighty, fantastic. We are good to go. Everything looks like it's working on my end here, which is good. Alrighty, guys. So welcome to today's session. The topic of today is market update. What's next? What is next? And the thing that we the thing that we're going to be looking at is obviously what's next for the indices, what's next for the for the silver and gold market and stuff like that. Like what's next in these markets here. So and that's what we're going to be covering today in today's session. So before I do get started, guys, let me bring up the typical disclaimer, and then we're going to get started in today's session. Now, let's go from here. Let's go through here. So, all right, guys, do not place a trade based on what you see in the session today because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the market. And you've got to be smart about the way you're trading this market. Otherwise, you're going to get your head handed to you. I guarantee it. All right. Now, let's actually, firstly, I want to start off, guys, by there's been a lot of people trying to short this market right now. And I know some people that are buying the VIX right now, buying options on the VIX, hoping for a spike, or buying a derivative or another VIX volatility index that's derived from that. And they're buying the VIX right now, or either they're trying to short the markets. And that is something that I've been trying to say for quite some time now is do not be trying to fight against this market because this market can indeed just continue on up. It can just continue from, can continue to go up and up and up from here. So by looking at the Dow Jones and by looking at the S&P 500 and looking at the metals right now, that's what we can see, right? We can see how the momentum still to this day has not changed, right? The momentum still to this day has not changed. It's actually gone from the downside. And now we're still rallying right back up to the upside. So we're still getting a very strong rally back to the upside through here. So the thing is that when we're looking at this market through here, you don't want to be trying to fight this trend. You don't want to be trying to go against this trend. You don't want to be trying to fight it. What's happening right now. So the thing is that when we're looking at the Dow Jones right now, if we look at this weekly chart, once again, guys, this Dow Jones can continue to rise, can continue to rise. It's been slowly rising. Now, we're probably likely out of nowhere, probably likely to get a bit of a down day. Now, we don't know when that's going to happen or how that's going to happen, but that's what's happening in the markets right now because we are slowly getting crawl up and the markets don't just go straight up. So, but the thing is with the markets can keep going up as, even if you think it's not going to keep going up, then it probably can keep going up from there. So looking at the Dow Jones, once again, we are getting towards these resistance levels here. It looks like we're trying to run towards the top of these levels through here. And once we break out of this range through here, we came down, false breakout through here, rallied right back up. Now we're rallying back up to the top of this channel. If we break above this 2650, it's 26,500 level, then it's game on to 29,500 level. It's game on for the 29,500 level. So that's what I'm looking at there on the Dow Jones. Again, guys, right now, I do not want you to be fighting this market or trying to buy the VIX or trying to short the market because you think it's a good idea. That is, doing that is a never, ever, ever, ever a good idea. It's never a good idea. Trading what you think is never a good idea. So the S&P 500, same thing as well too, but we're actually right at that resistance level there, around that 2,900 level there. So again, I wouldn't be too surprised if we did see some sort of a down day coming soon, but that'll be me guessing. Right now, we're definitely at this level of resistance. We break this resistance here. We're probably going to run back up towards this level up here, which is around that 29,500 level, 29,500, somewhere around about there. But it's really interesting to see what's happening here on the S&P 500 because of this formation. So it'd be really interesting to see whether we do falter through here and roll over, or whether we start to break up to a new high from here. So that's what we're looking at through there. And also the Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq's a bit more of a trickier one as well too. And the reason why is because if we look at this daily chart, we're getting a nice rise out of this. But we look at this weekly chart through here. What are we getting? We're getting what? We're getting a shoulder through here. We're getting a head through here. And this could be some sort of, potentially anyway, come back down, come back up. This could be some sort of right shoulder trying to form right now overall in these markets, because we did make a quite lower low through here. So it'd be really interesting to see whether we do get a change in momentum. But if you look at the momentum, right, which simply means if you look at the lows of the bars, let me do this here. All right, if you look at the lows of the candles, this is a low, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low. It's made higher lows on the candles, on these weekly candles, all the way up, which is one of the ways that I gauge momentum. So, and as you can see, right, momentum's still stuck to the upside. So if we don't fail through here and we start to rally back down, then yeah, then it looks like we're probably going to race back up towards the 8,100 level there. But, and that being said, guys, we did create a significant lower low, especially on the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq is doing that. The Nasdaq's creating that in the markets there. So again, we've got this big sort of right shoulder through here, sort of head through here. We could be forming some sort of right shoulder here. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if we do start to get, if we start to get a close below this week, if we get a down week this week and we start to get a close below 7,300, then that's going to be a momentum shift on this weekly chart to the downside, and then we're likely to see a bit of a drop there. Now, how big that drop is likely to be if that happens, we don't know. But again, you just got to flow with the market, right? So, but right now, as I speak, the market is quite strong. It's very, very strong right now, and it has been all along, just nicely crawling up. So you definitely don't want to be fighting this market. Definitely don't want to be fighting it. Again, that's what's happening right now, guys. Don't fight the market. Moving on to silver and gold. Silver, as you can see, right, gold is continuing to make these high lows all the way up. We had a bit of a reversal come back down, and we just held on that support level. So if we hold here and we start to rally back up again, then this could actually indeed head back up towards this trend line through here, right, which is the ultimate high point through here. Same with the silver market. Now, the silver market is we're still stuck at this bit of a double top through here. Either two things are likely to happen through here. If indeed we break this, if we hold here and we break 1625, then we're likely to see a rally back up towards that 1725 level. If we reverse through here, then we're likely to see probably a move back down towards the $15 level. So that's what I'm seeing through there in these markets right now, and that's what I'm seeing what's happening in these markets, and how it's all forming and how it's all working out. So again, don't be trying to short gold right now because you think it's the top. Don't be trying to short silver or buy silver because you think it's the top. Moving on to the indices, right? The indices are we're still making this higher low and breaking up. We're sort of going sideways through here. So it'd be interesting to see if we do continue sideways, and if we continue to rise from here, then we're likely to rise back up to that 2950 level. But again, it'd be really interesting because we are definitely holding at that level through there. Same with the SILJ. We're definitely holding here as well too. So I still do have a target of that $10 level there. The GDXJ, same sort of thing as well too on the GDXJ, where we definitely sort of just going sideways a little bit. It's very, very hard on the GDXJ, but the GDX as well too, once again, we had a little bit of a rise, but now we're just going sideways through here. So it'll be really interesting to see. We did have we have a lot of support and resistance through there, don't we? So it'd be really interesting to see whether we do hold through here and we start to rally back up from here. So that's what we're looking at through there, guys. That's what we're seeing through there in the markets right now. And that's what I'm seeing in the markets as I speak. Now, the thing is, so yeah, so that's a bit of an update for you. Again, if you're trying to buy some sort of a VIX right now, then it's the wrong thing to do because the market can keep rising up. And I know some people are in the VIX right now, hoping and praying the market's going to go down, so those VIX options and stuff like that start to rise. And that's basically what we're seeing through there. So again, you don't want to be trying to fight this market, guys. So yeah, so again, guys, it's so important. Yeah, again, guys, if you trade in the VIX, you really are gambling. You realize that, right, guys? And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to do well in the VIX. Especially if you trade just the VIX itself with the options there. You're hoping for a bit of a spike again, and that spike may not happen for 12 months. So, so yeah, guys. So that's basically what we're looking at through there now. Let's go and let me see if I can answer some questions through here, and then I'll finish up. But again, guys. This market is very strong, and until it turns, this market can keep going up for a long time, guys. The market can work off a huge RSI or MACD cross by going sideways. It does not have to correct a downtrend. Well, if you look, and that's the problem with using indicators, right? That's the reason why I don't use indicators or MACD or RSI, because they can stay overbought, or the market can just go sideways, and the stochastics and the RSI actually go back down to oversold, and then we get a rally back from there. So that's basically what the reason why I don't use indicators, because they can be misleading. It's like, oh, it's overbought, and we've been rallying up, and we're at resistance, so let's go short. It's definitely not a good strategy. This is the 5th time it did the cross. Okay, maybe it's sell on good news. That's what you think is going to happen. There's no, yeah, right. AF alarm. It has been very frustrating. Oh, Bernard, I don't see what's so frustrating about these markets. If that's what you're saying there, very frustrating, because the markets are definitely not frustrating. The only reason why you would be frustrated right now at the markets is because you are trying to fight the markets. You're trying to fight the trend, and you're trying to pick tops and bottoms. That's the only reason why you'd be frustrating right now. And it sounds like that you're using indicators to try to pick a top in the markets, and you're trying to trade off that, which is not a good idea. Does anyone see the silver price? Mueller report is coming next week. It will be bad. Okay. That doesn't mean anything. Just because there's a bad report doesn't mean the market's going to go down. The market can go up, and just because the market's good doesn't mean it's going to go down. So whatever you like, it's not here or there with one of those reports. The VIX is so low still. Yeah, you know what, AF, and it can stay low for a good 6 months or so. You may get a little bit of a spike, but if we look at the VIX right now, yeah, we're definitely back at these ultra low levels. But the thing is that majority of the time, especially when we're in a nice big bull market, majority of the time we do stay below. We stay below that, and a little rise is not going to do much to the options as well too. So don't be trading the VIX, guys. That's just pure 100% gambling. Analysts are saying trade deal has been indicated, included in this 9-week bulls. Okay. That may be the case there, AF. But what you want to be doing is you don't want to be saying, because AF alarm, that information to you is not going to serve you at all when you're trying to trade these markets, or when you're trading these markets. Because remember, the news market, the news reports and the reporters out there, they are there to report on what has happened. And they are there to create some news on the reason why the market does what it does and so on and so forth. So that's what you want to be trying to be doing. You don't want to be trying to fight this market. You don't want to be trying to go against this market. Yeah, you just want to keep going. What about CVSI? If it has your trading setup, then yeah, even people in loss, if they hold VIX, they will be a winner because super volatility is coming starting from Monday. Well, AF, that's what you think. Okay, that's what you think will happen. And it's, again, you're gambling if you're trading the VIX right now, because the market, even if the market may have been, the market just might go sideways for a week and then continue up. And then what happens to the VIX? The VIX just stays short. So yeah, it's you're gambling with that, and it's not a good there. What do you think about the cannabis market? I don't think anything about it. I think if there's a trading setup that meets your trading plan, then that's what you want to be looking at. Yeah, I thought that, AF. I thought that. That's you know, guys, I've been there before. I've been part of the VIX market before, and it hasn't been a good way to trade the markets. I guarantee you right now, guys, literally 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it, all right? And the times that you do make money, next time you're going to double up, and then you're going to lose that. So long term, guys, you're not going to do well in the VIX. John, we will start crashing next week. Really? If history repeats, 1937. Bear market, rally went up 9 weeks. No. Do you believe in the hidden codes? Smart money? No, Rav. No. They've been, you know, the people who've been saying this is like 1937 and we're going to get a crash like 1937 have been saying that for the last few weeks, Rav. And I'm pretty sure I know who you're listening to right now. And he, that particular person, has been saying for the last few weeks, he's trying to pick a top in the market. In the last few weeks, he's saying, well, the market's likely to pause here, then we're likely to see imminent reversal. Yeah, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that, and just don't try and fight the markets, guys. It's so important. And that's why, guys, it's so important to trade what you see, not what you hope for. And that's where, like, having a trading plan, guys, really does come into it really does come into, you know, how well you're trading this markets by having a good trading plan, guys. It really does. And I've never been successful, only a few times. Well, there you go. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's the result of being insanity. That's insanity. So, John, I'm seeing a great short opportunity on WFC, but the market momentum did not change yet. What is the right thing to do? Yenai, you've been with me for quite some time. Yenai, the right thing to do is to get into a particular market based on a proven trading setup that you believe in. That's the right time to get into the market, not when you think momentum shifting or anything that sort of stuff. Because what we're doing here, guys, we're just reading the markets, right? But me reading these charts is not me trading these charts. I read these markets, look at the strength, support, resistance, do a bit of market up there for you. But when I'm trading the market, I'm looking for my trading setup. So yeah, I am humbled and have learned so much from you, John. Thank you. No problem, Bernard. No problem. I appreciate that. Last time I am playing the VIX. Yeah, well, there you go, AF, right? Like, I didn't even know your situation, and I can tell you right now, because I've done that before. I've been part of the VIX. And I know people right now, like I had someone last week say to me, like, they're loading up on $30,000 worth of VIX because it's going to make a lot of money or whatever. It's just like, you're definitely gambling. You're gambling. And it's not a long path to success in the markets. It definitely isn't. You might as well give that a charity, man. You might as well give that to charity. So it fits my setup 100%. Okay. Well, why do you ask what is the right thing to do? You know, why are you asking me what's the right thing to do when you have a setup that you believe in? It's just, a setup that you believe in. You don't need confirmation from me. If you do need confirmation from me, that means you don't believe in it, and there's more work to be done. It's just tempting. Yeah, I know. VIX chart looks like a penny stock, very unpredictable and risky. Yeah, again, guys, it's based on gambling. It's based on gambling. If the market doesn't start crashing next week, I will take your course. If I'm right with the analysis, would you make a video? Rav was right. The thing is, Rav, it's not about you being right once. It's not about you being right with the market at all. It's not about you trying to pick a top in the market, because you try to pick a top in the market, you're going to be wrong 9 times out of 10. And you know that, Rav. It's not about being right or wrong with the market. It's about how well you're trading that trading setup, how well you're trading that, how well are you're approaching that. So that's what it's all about. It's not about anything else. It's not about you being right with the market, or you saying, oh, look at me, I picked the top. Yippee do day. How is that going to help you do well for the next 10 years in the markets? But you being right. You know what I mean? It's not about that. It's about, yeah. Because I was a little bit nervous after some losing trades of me doing shit in the markets. If I would listen to my setup, I would be doing great. But what can I do? Stick to the plan. There you go. So, and by the way, guys, my trading course and also the mastertraderlab.com, that's there just to help you understand these markets more, help you get a bit more of a guidance in these markets, help you understand what's happening in these markets right now. So that's what that's all about in these markets. So, all right, guys, well, that's it for me today. I've been listening to you for the last couple of weeks, and I have a question for you about confirmation candle. It's on the chart of car. How do I know when it's time to short? Tony, KAR. Okay. How you know when the time is the short? It's based on having a trading setup, and then from that trading setup, what you're looking for, you need an entry candle off that setup. So that's basically your trading setup. That's what you want. You don't want anything else. You just want that trading setup. If you don't, your entry candle comes off a trading pattern. So essentially, my trading plan is a trading pattern that I'm looking for, which is a setup. It's setting it up, and then I know exactly what the confirmation candle looks like. So it's not a matter of just saying, oh, we had down candles today, let's go short this market. It's about sticking to the plan. So, alrighty, guys. Well, that's it for me today. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys next time.